should be.
It's always the best to see a baby on the screen.
It's like having a puppy. It's not just a Christmas present.
So true. It's better to see them when you can hold them, but it's good enough to talk them
Absolutely.
when you can see them on the TV.
Now that part, bring it down a little bit for me. Thank you. So how's the pregnancy going, guys?
I've been very nauseous, but apart from that, fabulous, because nausea just means the baby's there, so that doesn't bother me at all.
That's a good way of thinking.
Yeah.
I'll tell the next patient that. She'll be going, oh, no, it's okay, don't worry. That's good.
This is a nice job you've got looking at little babies.
Yes, it is. Thank you. So I'm having a look through, and there's definitely a baby in there. I just want to make sure there's no other babies.
That's good. I'm glad you said there's definitely a baby in there, because that's exactly what I wanted to hear. Not that
That's
I'm getting fat and craving food for no apparent reason.
No, that would be me. Yeah, I can't find any more babies in there, guys. It's
That's
just one.
good. There is twins in my family. I was hoping that we just had one at a time. It's a lot of work, I think.
No, you haven't added to the list. It's just this one here. So, baby. Alright, now we get in there. So here we have a baby lying on its back like that.
It's just as perfect as when we saw Ellie once.
I'm just getting the length of the baby right. The top of the head is there, the round bit, pointy bit is the bottom. About 7.9 centimeters, so it's consistent with the dates that you have already.
Oh, fabulous.
Now I want to get in a little bit closer because I want to do a couple of measurements. There.
Oh, wow. Little pointy tummy.
So I guess you're not just getting fat.
That's right. That's good to know.
Bet you didn't dare say that. One guy said to me, "You told my wife to shut up. I've never told her that."
You're braver than I am.
He doesn't have to come
You know,
home.
lion tamers. That's my kind of job. I deal with women every day. I know how to run very close to the women. I actually, well, occasionally I slip. But I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at it.
You can make comments like that when a lady's looking at a baby. She doesn't care.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, there's a leg.
So what I'm doing is I'm doing a couple of these measurements that we kind of use for the Down syndrome screening, which is just to skin the back of the neck, but you can see the shape of the baby, nose pointing up. They all got fat tummies and skinny legs is what you can see there, alright?
Yeah, yeah. I love the legs up. It's too cute.
Alright, so then we'll look at the face a little bit closer. Why? Because we want to see the little nose. You see a little nose pointing up like that.
Mm. I know. This baby's relaxed. I told you I wanted a relaxed baby. My little girl at the moment is just so full on. She doesn't stop. So my second one hopefully will be more relaxed.
Well, put your order in.
I just want a healthy, relaxed, happy baby. Then it's not relaxed.
Yeah,
I don't really care.
you know, you're not asking for much. Just a healthy, relaxed, intelligent, athletic. I mean, good looking. I'm not asking for too much. I mean, you know.
Well, based on my other little girl, I think it'll be good looking.
Yeah.
But it's my baby, so I'll say that anyway. Mums never see the ugliness in their children.
There's no ugliness.
Exactly right. They're
There
always
is no
beautiful.
ugliness. It just depends which way you look at it.
That's so true. That's baby's brain.
Yeah, so brain, and at this stage, you know, not fully formed yet. It will be, but we're just looking at two halves of the brain. That's the main kind of landmark. You can clearly see a little line in the middle, two halves of the brain. Then I swing to the front of the skull, and I want to see 3 holes, 2 eyes, and a
Yeah.
mouth. Little hand come to us.
Yay.
Hello.
Cute. Oh.
It saluted to you. Well, it's not Australia Day yet. Anyway, it's next year. Anyway, yeah. So we got an arm there, which is the right arm, and a hand at the end of it. Another arm on the other side, with an arm at the end of that one. 2 arms, 2 hands. Hey, what about that? We're coming down the body, right level of the head, chest. Now, in the chest, obviously, something beating is a heartbeat.
Yay.
Below that, I'm looking for a little stomach, which I can see on the left hand side. Now, this heart over here, if you look really close, you can see a little cross in the middle of it.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the 4 chambers of the heart.
Really?
Yeah, really.
This is amazing.
That's about all we see now. We'll see more later.
Love
So
it.
we got one of those. 148 beats per minute. Of course, that's normal.
Perfect, yep.
Coming down from the chest, we got a tummy. What I want to get is where the cord comes in. Yeah, it's nice. Little bladder filling up. Now we're down to 2 legs. 2 legs. 2 knees, 2 legs. 2 feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
look. Oh my god, so beautiful.
It's something about feet that women just like to look at.
They're so cute.
Maybe that's why they buy so many shoes, Hans. What do you think? I don't know.
Our daughter has a shoe fetish, so she engages in my shooting.
Alright, so here's the thigh bone. Just measuring the thigh bone.
Ah.
So that's another measurement out of the way. And I'm going to check this spine. You can't really see too much of the spine, but I just want to make sure it's kind of going in the right direction, which is just a couple of lines going across the screen, relatively straight there. The spine. Now I just have a look. The placenta is developing at the back. That's a good thing. Let's check the cervix. It's okay. Check for the ovaries.
This is great. It's good if you're explaining it all, because otherwise I have no idea what we're looking at.
Well, the reason why I explain this has much to do with keeping you relaxed.
Yeah, true.
If I sit here and say nothing,
You're a panicking woman in your hands, you don't need that.
done. What's wrong? You're not saying anything.
Exactly.
I'm not saying anything because my dog died, huh? So, ovaries are doing all right.
So you can tell things straight away from these scans, or?
What I can tell is this baby looks normal for now.
Yeah.
There's also the Down syndrome risk analysis, which when you seeing a doctor again? Not for a while.
No.
Okay, so it's no problem. So I will phone you when that result comes back.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is ultrasound measurements plus your age plus there's blood tests usually, and I'm
Yeah.
guessing your doctor made you do those.
Yeah.
They get put together to work out your risk for Down syndrome,
Okay, yeah.
and that's what we're talking about. Now it's only an estimate; it's not a guarantee. It is not 100% accurate. Life's not
No.
that simple, unfortunately.
Exactly.
So it just tells you what your level of risk is. Of course, you're aiming for a low risk, and that's what I hope to ring you with. If it's a high risk, that doesn't automatically mean there's a problem. It just means you need to think about whether you want to have a test.
Yeah.
But still, overall, it picks about 90% of Down
Wow.
syndrome, so it's kind of not bad.
Not too bad at all.
Yeah. Just measure the skin one more time for good luck. And Well, this is what we put in. Skin measurement, back of the neck. Now,
Like a puppy.
it's not a bad way of putting it. Except humans aren't as thick. If it's as
Okay.
thick as a puppy, then you're in trouble.
Okay.
Yeah, humans usually aren't like that. So I'm just kind of,
Oh.
this is just a representation of the baby. A little bit hard to see because it's a bit early, but you get an idea of the little hands in front of the body and the little baby in there.
Still looks fabulous to me.
Yeah, it's good.